Mike is using Home Depot Lowe's construction straps to strap the car down with. So the situation is, y'all know that we're building the Tahoe on the channel. So, you know, we sold the Yukon, you've seen that. So, you know, the wife don't have a vehicle. So the wife drove the Duramax home. My trailer's at the shop. Mike was already there with his. So we said, well, we'll just pick it up with his trailer because he had his trailer at work with him today. Problem is, Mike's got this freaking tractor trailer, semi-trailer, instead of a normal trailer. So we had to do all this rigging with all these boards to load this car like it's a freaking farm equipment. So we're gonna get this strapped down and get to the shop. So Mike just happened to be bringing a car to the shop today is what happened. And then this afternoon when I noticed the situation with the Duramax being gone, that's when I was like, well, crap. I was like, let's just run home with your truck and trailer since it's already hooked up. Let's grab the car, let's bring it back, and I'll just follow you into Colorado because I went home a couple minutes early. And then tomorrow I'll drive the Duramax to work and bring it back with you know, the Duramax and my trailer. I'll take my trailer home. So that's how it ended up on Mike's trailer. So Mike gets to look like the baller this afternoon, transporting it for a few minutes. So let's get this thing to the shop, and then we're gonna get at this thing tonight and get a converter in it.
What is that? What is it? What is it?
Daddy. I see wood. I see wood. I see wood.
Or you see a bolt? What are you doing?
So we tried to unload it without the boards, and Mike about tore my freaking bolt out of my transmission pan. Freaking redneck trailers. Not even car haulers. Look at this. He's gonna rip my transmission pan off. Oh, we're clearing this time. Woohoo, Nelly.
Ready?
Yeah, we're... Alright. Holy crap. Oh, she about hitting the front. Oh yeah, now we got to get it up over this. Oh my God. This is not funny.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's not hilarious. Look at these jankety ramps, dude. Goodness gracious.
Bring your tire back to the...
Start going with it. Mike, this is not...
Dynamics towing service, that's your service, sir.
This is not funny. What you need blocks for? What you need blocks for?
This over here.
Oh.
The front already is there.
This is where we just went up and took the bolts, their drive shaft out. But then I was like, crap, we got to take the bolts out of the top of transmission, so we had to go back down. But that's where our access panel come in, because see, there's my bolts. for the top of the transmission. We still have to build the panel for this now. So we're gonna be building a panel that covers this up, so obviously fire don't come out if you get in a wreck. But this is the reason why I cut this whole thing out, is to get to the top of your transmission bolts right there. We're gonna build a cover for this also later, you know, that will bolt on. And then this whole panel right here, if you're OG to the channel, you know that this whole panel comes out to access this whole backside of the motor right here. I'm not interested in being aggravated or irritated working on this car, so I will cut the piss out of this car really quick. All right.
This hole needs to be hollowed out that far.
Okay, you want to go ahead and look at the other ones what's up, or take a bolt, actually take that bolt, them bolts right there, and go ahead and try to run them in there, just so you can kind of get familiar with it while I do this. So this is what we're looking at. We just got the trans out, y'all. So these sensors up here are the ones that we can't get plugged in because this mid plate's in the way. So we have to clearance that mid plate. And then, as you can see, Mike is showing that we're gonna have to open up some of these bolt holes. Yeah, I don't understand, why is that hole so small right there?
I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be.
It's like they machined it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's definitely supposed to be.
Yeah, I couldn't get no bolt in that.
I mean,
And then,
even this one's like really super tight.
yeah, does a bolt go through the dowel pins or no? I don't understand why is there.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's no, you know, there's no bolts on this side.
Huh. Yeah, it's what to have.
So yeah, we got to get the reluctor wheel on there, flywheel and all that. But we're about to take the mid plate out and fix all these clearance issues. So we got some jankety stuff going on as always in true CRC fashion. Jack with a 2x4 is gonna hold the motor up and the mid plate comes out. The fans are loud, so we'll go over there to the transmission here in a few minutes when I cut the fans off. But we're gonna get this mid plate taken out. Yeah, so see, this is how with the MMR kit, your reluctor. What is that? What is that called? Sensor called?
Crank sensor?
Oh yeah, the crank sensor. Okay. See if that'll plug in, Mike.
Yeah, it's tight.
So we're gonna have to take it
I
out.
can't get my fat.
We'll come back here on this side.
Oh.
So it barely clears. So on the Coyote with the MMR crossover. So I showed this early in my channel, but that hose goes up over there, crosses over. This helps the back of the motor keep the cylinder. What is that? 8? I think 8 and 4, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Have cooling issues because they're freeze plugs from the factory. So that's what we couldn't get plugged in. You want to plug that other sensor in?
Yep. That's what I got to do.
Because of the.
Tight.
Okay. So now we got all of our sensors back here plugged in. Besides, there's a sensor up there unplugged.
No, that's.
But I think no, there's another sensor on top of that.
Oh.
Or a plug, but I don't
I see
remember
a
what it
plug.
was.
Whatever it is, 2 wires.
I don't remember what it was. Maybe I don't need it.
Oh, I don't feel nothing. Yeah, you don't need it.
Probably didn't need it.
You can plug
There
it
was
in.
some stuff that I didn't need.
You don't need it.
Okay, so we got that done, but we're still gonna clearance this mid plate. Here's my mid plate. So some of the holes are just not right, and then we're gonna clearance. That's where that sensor was.
Yep, crank sensor
So
right there.
you can see that line. Mike, show that line. All right. So this is the bell housing where it's scratched. So we're gonna at least clearance down to the bell housing, just so that hopefully, if we do have to do something, hopefully we can do it, not have to take all this out, because you literally have to pull your transmission and everything out, mid plate out to do that sensor. So that's a brand new sensor from Ford. If you're building one of these, I'd recommend you putting brand new Ford stuff in, not aftermarket junk on this. I don't cheap out on stuff like this, believe it or not. So we're gonna get this fixed. All right, so we might put that back in. So there's that shorty dipstick that we built, but we're still having issues with it. Yeah, it's got to be modified a little bit. Okay, so here is the ARP hardware. Let's see here. That is going to bolt your, I think it's going to bolt your flywheel to the motor. And then there's your reluctor wheel, but you'll be able to figure out which way that goes.
Yeah, it all
God, I was going to say, I hope that's right, because Skinny sent me this from TKM. That was one that they had laying around because they lost mine. Harper threw this in here, I guess. No. Why is this here? Oh, yeah, because this is...
Is that a tent stake?
Yeah, this is here for something else that me and you need to weld that we're not going to have time to weld tonight. There's your instructions if you want to read that while I clearance the plate.
I forgot how to read.
And then these bolts, I think, are for our torque converter. And then this, I don't remember what this was for. Oh, that's dipstick stuff. That's why that cutoff dipstick is in there.
Gotcha.
There's my... Well, I didn't even know if they're... I didn't even check to see if they're the right size.
That's the shims?
Yeah, that's for my brakes.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't check to see if the hole's the right size.
Probably not. It don't look like the right. No, it's not right. It's like here.
We're going to be going to Lowe's.
Lowe's.
And then there's motor or transfer case
Can't build
bolts.
a race car at Lowe's. Lowe's.com.
Okay, so I'm gonna go clearance this mid plate while Mike reads over the instructions and familiarizes, figures out what else we are missing. Actually, I'm gonna put this on the case. And so it's just got to get it just right. There, it dropped back like one click. Don't they have to like drop back like twice?
Yeah. I just gotta get that next one lined up.
I probably did something wrong inside the transmission when I built the transmission.
Everything in here just kind of free floats.
So we're gonna leave these bottoms how they're supposed to be because that affects your starter also. So we're gonna leave these bottom holes alone, and like Mike just pointed out, all of these looked okay. It's almost like the mid plate has separated a little bit like that. But all of these holes right here kind of look okay. This was just a complete mess up from the factory because that one's not even drilled correct at all. Like it's too small. You can see right there, it's too small. The ones that are also messed up from the factory are these uppers. You can see how that's off and you can see how that one's off. So we're gonna open up the two uppers like Mike said, and we're gonna keep these the same, especially this area over the starter. And then the flywheel, I know it's not centered on here right now. It's drooping down just a little bit, but look how big of a gap we have over here on the bell housing on this side. And then look, it's literally touching on this side, literally touching, but it's already been machined. You can see right there from the factory, they machined that in the bell housing for clearance, I guess. So we're gonna clearance that out a little bit more just for a peace of mind. We're good up there. We're good up there, but I want to clearance out that some more down there. And you can't get your bell housing, go ahead and do your thing, Mike. You can't get your bell housing crooked because your bell housing bolts to your transmission pump. So we know the bell housing is where it's supposed to be. You know, there, yeah, you can see where they clearanced it. They notched that out from the factory, see that?
Oh yeah, up there too.
Yeah, so they notched these bell housings from the factory, but it just needs a little bit more down there. So we're gonna go ahead and grind that out just to be safe while it's out so we don't have to do this twice. Yeah, Mike just pointed out I had the flywheel on there backwards. So Mike says somebody's gonna comment if I don't update it. We were just mocking it up looking. What does it look like now though? You hold it in there, does that change anything? No?
Not really. It just bolts
Oh yeah, still.
like that.
Looks like that notch needs to be farther back. No, I think I had it on there right.
No, 'cause that's the bolts for the thing. It bolts up to on the thing like that.
We'll figure it out. As always, I'm cutting these fans on. Mike is smarter than me. That's why I am here getting Mike's help.
Hey.
What? Oh, we got more issues. What?
This flywheel's not gonna work.
Why?
You got 6 bolt holes. This one's the factory. Then we got 4 bolt holes. So you're gonna have a custom flywheel or one that fits.
All right, so let's make some corrections. I just got the wrong bolts. Okay, Mike, now what were you saying?
So
these are for
a flywheel.
Flywheel. So I kept saying
thicker.
flywheel. I kept calling this a flywheel, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, y'all, I kept calling this a flywheel. Mike I did not know. So a flywheel is for a stick shift.
Yep.
And a flex plate is for an automatic.
Correct.
Okay, I didn't know that.
This is like stamped sheet metal compared to a flywheel. Flywheel is like a thicker piece that's been machined flat for a clutch.
Gotcha. So I did not know that. So when I ordered the bolts, I ordered them for a Coyote flywheel. And I need a flex plate.
Yeah.
See, this is where
shorter bolt.
This is where being stupid cost you money. Yeah, I didn't freaking know.
Not being stupid.
I had no clue. Uneducated. I have all of this up here on the lift and I still don't know what I'm doing. So, all right. So we have an issue. The Mike found out that okay, let's see here. I'm gonna mess this all up. Flex plate. Our flex plate has 4 holes. You can see it. This has 6 holes. Now, that won't have nothing to do with. No, the converter don't matter if it's stick shift or automatic.
No, because
okay.
stick shift.
I didn't know if maybe they sent the wrong one or I ordered the wrong one.
No.
Okay.
Because if you had a manual transmission, you have to clutch, not a torque converter.
Oh yeah, clutch. Okay. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. And y'all think that my car is going to go fast? Y'all better start reconsidering all them comments y'all put up there about how we're going to go so fast and, you know, this car's going to come out amazing. I don't even know how my transmission operates. And I built the transmission. I built this whole transmission. And I don't even know what a flex plate and a flywheel is. So, like, I assembled this whole transmission. So y'all want this car to get cranked up and make a pass. Look, we've got to get this thing cranked. And this thing has to move. okay? Once we get through first startup, this thing might not go nowhere because I assembled this transmission. I've never built a transmission in my life. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos.
Like a year ago, too.
Yeah, it's like a year ago, and I just watched a ton of YouTube videos. So
we'll get there.
y'all better just keep them fingers crossed. So anyway, we got major issues. This ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to get on the phone with PTC in the morning and see what's going on, because I swear when I called, I don't understand why they wouldn't have asked me, are you using the factory?
They definitely should have asked.
The factory flex plate.
Yes.
Right, yeah, flex plate. I'm gonna have to remember that.
There's gonna be a lot of people in the comments saying, thank God for Michael.
Dude, yeah, thank God for Michael, for real. I say that all the time. I just feel like they should have asked me if I were using the factory one. So I don't understand why not.
They did. You just said. I mean, I don't know though. I don't know. I really have no idea why.
And
they would have known. It would have been like notes on the computer or something.
We confirmed off the part number that this is the one for my motor. I didn't get it mixed up, and I've not had no other motors. This car did have a 351 Winsler that was being stroked out to build a stroker when I first started this car, but I bought a flex plate for that one, and it's at my house still in the box on the shelf for a 351 Winsler for a C4 transmission. But yeah, so we notched our mid plate. It was just still a little hot. I notched the mid plate. We opened up the hole, so we're gonna put the mid plate back in tonight. That way that's done, and then we're screwed. I got to get on the phone in the morning and try PTC, see how fast they can get me the correct piece, and maybe try TKM to see if they happen to have one. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. And then it's supposed to go to Jason's on Sunday. I just tried to call Jason, he didn't answer, which I don't expect him to at night. I just figured I'd try. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, but I mean still. So it's not going to Jason's on Sunday because it's gonna be on the lift on Sunday, more than likely, unless somebody has me something by freaking Saturday night.
Yeah, right.
And then me and Mike can put it together Saturday night. I doubt it. But
Look, why is this bolt hole stripped out?
Mike's finding all my stripped out bolt holes.
There's threads on the bolt.
The threads are supposed to come out with the bolt.
No, they're not.
They're removable threads.
Oh, is that how that works? Look at this. Look at your camera. Look, you can see it on there. Come on now.
I didn't even do that.
Yes, you did. You put the transmission together.
I do.
Actually, you might not have done it. It could have been like that if we ever rebuilt it like 100 years ago.
Yeah, so we have to helicoil some of this, which I already bought the helicoil kit because I knew that I already.
That's the one that had to be helicoiled there.
Oh, is that
you
what's on the
actually
bolt?
put the bolt in the wrong hole.
Oh, I put the bolt in the wrong hole. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right.
But I have a kit to fix all this. Because I remember when I put that in, I think I was putting a lug of Doug on that thing, and then it started free spinning like it was in neutral.
You said you didn't do it, and then you just told on yourself.
I put it together, but I didn't strip it. I mean, I stripped one. I admit to stripping one.
Yeah, you put the bolt in the wrong hole.
I put it bolt in the wrong hole. Okay.
That's all.
So we'll helicoil it out while we're out. So, but we're gonna get the mid plate back put in, so at least that is off the checklist. So we have since we're already here, we might as well do what we can. So we have less to do whenever we're forced to come back when we don't want to be back. So I have a whole list of well, not a whole list, just a couple of items that we need to get on the phone with first thing in the morning and get, because it's the name of the game with this. And so now it looks like I'm gonna be paying overnighting crap probably to try to get this done by Monday, so that hopefully I can still take it to Jason. Oh, she got black. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So unfortunately, we are not going to get this done tonight. It's gonna be another setback, but hopefully it'll be like Monday night.